What's good, y'all? X here, and today we are back in the truck, actually. Still looking probably somewhat messy. Again, who the fuck cares? But today we're doing, I believe, a scary compilation. I don't really know exactly what this is going to entail, but we're going to dive into this and, of course, do what we do, as we always do. We're going to analyze and give our thoughts about what the fuck we're saying, okay? Before we do, I want to say, there's been a few subscribers that subscribe lately. I don't know why YouTube doesn't tell me the names like it used to anymore. I'll see if I could try to find out to give y'all a shout out, but I only need 11 more subscribers to make it to 100. I think 100 would be a milestone for me, and I've been saying, well, I haven't said it a lot recently, but I have said it in the past that once I reach a specific number, I don't remember what that number was, but I'm making it 100 now, that I was going to do something special. And our channel entails doing reaction videos and pretty much gaming, and we also kind of have a music thing going on. Your boy's a producer as well. I want to do something special with music, so help me get to 100. Please subscribe, like, and share whatever y'all got to do, or whatever y'all feel compelled to do. Power prices Christ compels you. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here.
On the night of March 5th of 2024, a young girl is wide awake at a time when she should be asleep. Despite being past her bedtime, this doesn't stop her from playing with her toys. Throughout the night, she remains awake while keeping herself engaged in imaginary play.
Whoa, hold on a second. That already looks creepy right there as it is. I don't know what it is about these damn parent cams, kid cams, whatever the hell you want to call it. Why the hell does it look like a video out of an Outlast video game? Why? Is it meant to look like that? No, it's just a night vision, I'm pretty sure, or something. But yeah, y'all see what we're starting off creepy already, man. But she's holding and playing with dolls. That's cute and innocent. But I have my own thoughts about dolls, and I'm pretty sure y'all do too. But let me not hold y'all anymore. Let's continue.
But little does she know, something unexpected would interrupt playtime.
Look how she was just staring at the damn kid. Y'all saw that? Man, god damn, bro.
According to the child's mother, the family has been on edge ever since watching the footage recorded on their daughter's security camera. It's around 11 at night when this is captured.
The hell? What's up? Oh, did she just bang her head on? Oh, god damn. She's taking it like a trooper, though. She's on a mission, obviously. I heard that shit, though.
Sure, I'll play with you. Go ahead and play me, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet, man. Oh, shit. Yo, hold on a second. This is not really too scary. A toy coming on and, just playing out in the blue randomly without nobody touching it. It's happened to me quite a few times, but the weird shit about that, I don't want to reverse it just so we can wrap up this video quick. But it sounded like the toy was playing the same melody the girl was singing, right? That shit right there. If that was to happen to me, I'd probably be dead already. Maybe. I don't know. But wow. Don't bang your head again, though. Oh my god, you gonna just go straight up under there? That girl's brave, man. Yo, is she getting pulled under? Dude, oh my god, dude. Oh my freaking god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Damn, this is how we're starting out, yo? Holy fucking shit, man. I did not expect to see something like that. Thank God we're not doing this at night. I don't think I could do this. I don't think that game that I have on my channel. I don't know what's up with that. That's probably why we don't have episode 3 out yet. Even though it's coming. It's coming. That game fucked me up a little bit, y'all. It definitely did. It brought out an emotion that I haven't really felt too much for the past few years, to be honest with y'all. But this shit right here, this... You know what? Hold on, I just thought of something. What if it's a person under there? If it's even... I guess we'll find out in a minute, but if there's not a person under there, and they're pulling the fucking girl under the goddamn bed after playing the goddamn toy that was singing along with what the fuck the girl was singing, what kind of shit? Let me calm down, y'all. Give me a few seconds.
A few moments later.
Alright, I don't know if I'm there yet.
3 days later.
Alright, I think I've calmed down just a little bit more. That is wild. That is like nightmare fuel right there. I think most of us who have watched scary movies, like, let's say you grew up around, you was born in the 90s, and you grew up watching those movies ever since after that point. You know, not everyone, but certain movies, precisely the It. I think there was, and if it's not It, let me not call out no specific movie right now and put more worse thoughts in my mind. But the thought of getting dragged up under the bed, I think that was something that was like something I thought about when I was a kid. Now, granted, I went through some supernatural shit for the first like quarter of my life, you know, first half of my life, almost like on a weekly basis. So I'm kind of in tune with shit like this. But that, man, that right there, that shit right there, that is goddamn, let's finish. God damn, bro. Is it holding her under there? Why is she quiet? Oh. Wait, what the hell? Why is it pausing? Oh, it's not. It's the camera pausing. Yo. The camera pausing right there and glitching out like that. That brings back memories for me, y'all. It does. Because, I don't know. I don't want to go ahead and go back into my story right now, just to save up on time. But there was a period of time when I was dealing with spirits, for lack of not wanting to use the other word right now, just to freak us out even more. Where they would cut off the power in the whole house, and I'd be the only one up. And it would seem for the most part that it wasn't a normal type of sleep that everybody in the house was like on. It was like a deep sleep, and I was the only one in the house to be able to experience what was going on. Now, I know a lot of y'all would probably be listening to that and be like, damn, this nigga's crazy. This nigga's definitely got some mental issues. For the most part, I think not. Okay? And I'm being exaggerative when I say that, alright? I got a good head on my shoulder. I believe I always did, and I've always been of sound mind. This world that we live in is very, very interesting. Very interesting. And there's a lot of aspects that we don't understand. But they used to turn off the power in the house. And one of the things I used to run for or go for was a Game Boy that had a light on it. Even that shit wouldn't work. So, you know what I'm saying? So, these beings, they have the ability to they have the ability to manipulate things. And this gets deep. I hope my homeboy doesn't see this. But sometimes when it comes to us doing certain kind of things on our devices, and things don't necessarily work out right for you, like things don't work when they normally do work, that could also be a sign too. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest thing right now, it's kind of hard for a kid not to do this, but you don't want to feed into the energy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep your emotions intact because these things feed off of fear. You know what I'm saying? The fear, there's this hormone that's released from the body called adrenochrome. I think I've talked about this before. There was another term for it back in the day called loosh. But this hormone, it's secreted from the body, and it like emanates from us. So think of like how an animal is able to smell blood out in the wild and track its prey. If that's a thing, other things have other methods of detecting, and I believe we all are able to tap into stuff like that. You know, like how you can feel a person's emotions, like when you walk into a room or you're just meeting them or something, or you're just catching up with them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all, this world that we live in is pretty awesome. You got to get in tune with yourself and kind of silent out things in order to be more in tune. But yeah, this fear thing, I'm kind of bringing up this fear thing again because I'm thinking in terms of me, because like I said, there's been a game that I was playing not too long ago. When I play a scary game, I kind of want to be somewhat exaggerative just to kind of like make it more entertaining, but it's kind of hard for me to do that because normally we're playing a game that I never played, or we're at a part in the game where I never played, so the experience or what's showing is authentic, you know what I'm saying? And that fucking game, Cry of Fear, dude, that is the scariest shit I have ever played, for real. So it's definitely reminding me of, again, an emotion that I was so accustomed to in the past. But over time, this is something I never really told anybody or spoke too much about, that I was planning to get to it. When it comes to my spiritual talks, I try to do it in certain stages, but I'm terrible at this shit. You obviously see I'm bouncing all over the place, and I'm still holding this up from this video. But I never really talked about how I was able to control my fear. But just know, so for the sake of continuing on with this video, that I was able to do that. You know, I was able to get to a point because I've dealt with the most scariest shit that you can ever deal with in this life. And it became something that I was able to turn into, in my mind, into something not really scary or not as scary, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to elaborate on that a little bit more as we go. But this shit never happened to me. If this shit happened to me, I would probably, again, I'd be in the dirt. I'd probably be in the dirt, okay? So, yeah.
Let's go.
It's no wonder that the mother has kept her daughter away from this room. From a toy lighting up on its own, and strangely playing the same song the child hums, to seeing her getting dragged under the bed in a seamless motion, the family is extremely concerned for the safety of their children. They believe that something had lured her using a toy. Although it isn't certain if the mother had asked what her daughter had seen, she's made sure to lock the room after seeing this. But only a few days later...
Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. These headphones... Let me tell y'all something real quick about this. I'm using wired headphones because I prefer to use wireless things as a last resort. The reason why is because personally, I believe that they are slowly microwaving us, okay? Think about that when I say that. Do y'all research? There's a lot of fucking research and information out there to pretty much factualize that, you know what I'm saying? So definitely I would recommend trying to use the old school method of audio, you know, media and stuff, and try to use headphones. But I never ever used USB-C headphones. These are like top notch as far as like the audio quality. That bass, I never heard bass come through wired headphones like it's doing right now. So this video's hitting me harder than it's hitting me like a fucking ton of bricks, you know? Like, god damn, dude. Alright, I just want to say my piece about that.
She does this.
So I've been getting a lot of questions.
Have you checked under the bed?
People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared.
They haven't looked under that bed in 2 days. It's that whatever was under there is gone now. There's nothing. What? There's no way that she's gonna find something under there, is it? Is it? Is she? Man, that's an awesome ass looking blanket, man.
I should not be this scared right now.
Is that the toy right there? I can't see shit, man. I can't see shit because it's too bright out. The hell is that? What?
Oh my god.
The hell did she see?
As if
man?
checking under the bed wasn't already scary enough, she captures this. A creepy looking doll hidden below the
Bro,
mattress.
I can't see nothing,
She
man.
continues to record when suddenly the doll begins to move. Now it's a bit hard to see at first. After looking
fucking
again,
way.
its head
Wait
can be
a
seen
second, that's a goddamn doll, bro? What? Why does that doll look so damn lifelike? Dude. Y'all gotta forgive me, I can barely see. It's bright out here. I probably could turn up the brightness on this computer, but I'd just not do that right now. Just not fucking do that. You know, but dolls, you know, man, I got 2 daughters, man, 2 beautiful baby girls, and of course they love fucking dolls and toys and shit, but fucking dolls is a big thing. Like my youngest, 4 years old, man, she kind of like tricked me the other day. She fucking tricked me, y'all. She was asking and begging for makeup and shit. And I was like, you know, alright, I got you makeup before. It was like a little toy makeup thing kit where she can wash it off easily and stuff. But she wanted the shit again. And I was like, you know, this particular child of mine that, you know, unfortunately, I gotta say unfortunately, takes some habits from me. Changes her mind a lot. So, once she talked me into getting this goddamn makeup, right before we walk into the goddamn store, I stop her out in public in front of everybody. I get down on my knees. I'm like, Kaya, we're here for one thing and one thing only. I know how you be acting. You want to say this, oh, this is nice, this is nice, this is nice. We're here for the makeup, okay? Yes, Daddy. Before you can take what, like 50 steps, she changes her mind. We end up getting a fucking baby doll. Another fucking baby doll. And a stroller, too. But, you know, apparently this baby doll, it's kind of cute. I ain't even gonna lie. But Apparently this baby doll did things that I did not even know until another family member came. I just was like, I was so disappointed. I was actually kind of hoping that I could, like, I'm not a makeup kind of guy at all, but me to have some bonding and quality time with my daughter, I was going to try to beautify her, you know? I couldn't do that. Couldn't fucking do that. I had to play stepdaddy or something. I don't know, man. This is weird. Just continue.
Shifting ever so slightly. It's as if it knows it's being seen. Immensely terrified, the mother bolts out of the room in a panic frenzy. Naturally, she's kept the room locked ever since then. While it isn't known if anything else had occurred outside of the room, the mother continues to post updates giving her thoughts on the whole situation. But currently, the question on the parents' mind remains unanswered. Just what exactly had dragged their child under the bed?
Look at that shit, man. Look at that shit, yo. Is that the end? Alright. Hold on 1 second. Listen, y'all, we're not going to get caught off guard like that. I'm going to skip a little bit further on in this video. Because, like, if they started out with that shit, just totally skip this next one. If y'all want to watch the whole video yourselves, I'll make sure to put the link down in the description so y'all can watch the shit yourselves. And if y'all do it, y'all insane. What I expected on this channel. Alright, so let's skip to 5 or something. Skip to 5. Never mind. What the hell? Alright.
Being alone at home, spots something out of the corner of his eye. It happened while being in his living room scrolling on his phone. For some reason, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching him. Paranoia was getting the best of him, as he thought, so he tried his best not to think much of it. But just when he started to ease up, he sees it. A figure standing at his window.
Man, this
He
goddamn
immediately
face,
takes out his
man.
phone to record it on the off chance that no one would believe him. Now we don't see the figure on camera, but something else happens that terrifies him to his core. This
Wait, there's
is what he
something
caught.
out there?
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard...
For one, why the fuck do you have the window wide open when it's fucking clearly dark outside? This man is psychotic. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? Like, I'll make sure to close my blinds once it gets too dark to be able to see what the fuck is out there. Just because of shit like this. You know what I'm saying? And nothing like that ever really happened to me. I never seen anybody like staring at me like a fucking John. Excuse me. So, you know, no offense to anybody named John. But staring at me like a fucking John outside and stuff. What is that? Is that a ladybug just flew in my window? Thank God it's closed, because even that shit would probably freak me out right now. Watching this shit. Oh shit, what the fuck was that? It's a goddamn ladybug. Thankfully you're outside, so that doesn't have to happen. But yeah, you know what? Let's continue. My bad. My fucking bad.
Look out. Tripping.
Yeah, you are tripping, for sure. Absolutely fucking tripping, dude.
There's something in this house with him. There's something in here. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you can feel it. You know that feeling, that gut doesn't lie to you.
No.
Oh,
No.
shit.
No.
Was that 2 things that fell off?
What initially comes off as
That
just a
was like
video of
2
someone being
things that
paranoid
flew.
is in fact footage of something completely different. This is made obvious by the sudden movement of kitchen items.
Yeah, there was 2, that was literally 2 things that just flew off. That is, I don't, you know, obviously there's a lot of talk about people faking shit like this. But how this, you can kind of tell the fear in this guy's like voice, you know what I'm saying? But the other part, you know when you get that feeling inside of you, you know that feeling comes. I learned this the other day. I forgot from where. I really want to give them a shout out because like never really thought about it like that. I think it was Yaki Awakening, and it was like this random short that just popped up on my feed. But the hair that we have on our arm, I'm gonna try to put it in the way how he put it. You think this shit is for keeping us cool? Y'all can't really tell because it's camera quality. Maybe I might be able to tell now. Y'all think this shit is gonna keep us cool out in this fucking 30-degree weather? Which it is 30 degrees down here, or excuse me, up here. But no, this is kind of like a sensor, you know? You can sense things, and we have hair inside of us too. We have hair inside our gut, inside our stomach, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we get that gut feeling. This is how Yaki put this. Now, when I first heard that, it made perfect sense because we get gut feelings about certain things. This hair is an extension of our nervous system. And, considering all these aspects to the nervous system and how to, deal with it and what it deals with, that is definitely a thing. So, another thing about this nervous system, I think our aura is an extension of our nervous system as well. You know what I'm saying? So once things are in our immediate vicinity, the hair is like what's the facilitator or the medium between the feelings that we get. You know what I'm saying? So very interesting, man. And this man, like, obviously felt something. I'm so accustomed to that feeling as well. And I'm pretty sure most of y'all out there are too. So pay attention to that gut feeling, y'all. All right?
Even before that, the man's overwhelming sense of unease makes it clear that something strange is going on. Whatever it might be that's happening, the man hopes to get more of it on camera. And even if he doesn't, then at least he can rest assured that this was captured.
All right, we'll do one more. Let's skip again. Hold on, that looks kind of interesting. I guess we'll continue.
At around 3 in the morning, a truck driver is heading northbound on the I-57 when suddenly he begins to panic. Something had just appeared in his field of vision, and whatever it was, it made him feel terribly disturbed. The person driving is known as Ken McGill, and throughout all his road trips and delivering goods, nothing as unsettling as this has ever occurred. Not sure what he saw, he pulls to the side of the road and reviews the footage captured by his dash cam. Looking at the video.
Wait a second. I gotta think about this in a certain kind of way because I'm a truck driver, obviously. What made this man freak out that bad to the point where he had to pull over and review the footage that his dash cam was recording? Like, what, did he see a dead body or something? Like, obviously, whatever this man saw or thought he saw, he was like, no fucking way. I have to go back. I gotta do something about this. So, yeah, man, this must be interesting.
He was glad to have pulled over far away from what he'd seen. This is what he caught.
She can go meet up with him and see if she can get him to confess. And it's a tough decision, I'm sure, but Amy ultimately agrees. She wears the wire of Chuck, and she...
Out of nowhere, a person dressed in white appears close by. They almost seem to come out of nowhere before leaving out of sight. It happens quickly, but not so fast that it's overlooked. Ken is no doubt thankful that he caught this, but he's also completely terrified.
Wait a second. That person is in all white too. It's a little bit odd. I don't know if it could be like some dress, there could be probably some drunk person. Like, this is a highway though. I don't know. What if they ran out of gas and their car's on the other side of the... Let's continue.
And for good reason. Only a day later after posting this video, an accident had occurred at this exact spot. Reports indicate that those involved in the accident saw a lady dressed in white in the middle of the road, causing them to swerve their car to avoid hitting her. However, when interstate police looked at security footage that caught the event, They only saw the car swerving and crashing, but not the lady they claimed to have seen. It appears that they swerved for no apparent reason. While those in the accident swear that they saw a woman, Ken believes that something supernatural had appeared. Whether a ghost or not, this whole incident continues to baffle him.
Damn, there's so many thoughts going on my mind about that. The first thought that comes to mind is like, why would a spirit manifest itself in such a situation that if the person who they're trying to show themselves to sees them, they could possibly freak out and like possibly hurt themselves or even die? Why would what would be the grounds for or even having the authority to do something like that? Because I'm looking at it a certain kind of way enough. Y'all gotta forgive me, I don't even know if I made sense by saying that, but I feel like a situation like that would not happen to me. Because again, I'm someone who has dealt with the paranormal a lot, and I feel like I'm untouchable by these things now. And so I feel like that wouldn't manifest to me the same way it did to this man. And I believe it could be like something with I don't know, you might have to get yourself to a certain kind of mind state where you're sure about things. And the actual things that I'm talking about, I'm not exactly sure what that is. But I have a feeling it has something to do with I don't have enough time to do it on this video to talk about it. Something with confidence. Something with how you see life and where you're gonna be going when it's all done. Like, do you have hope for life afterwards? Something along the lines of that will dictate if these things have an effect on you or not. That's my assumption, that's my idea. I think if I think about it a little bit more, I could probably come up with some other ideas of what might contribute to this being a possibility for certain people. But yeah, man, it makes me think. We're gonna do one more and then we'll call it a wrap, y'all.
On a Wednesday night, a family shoots a video to record a special occasion. It's someone's birthday, and they just got surprised. The person whose birthday is being celebrated is known as Danny, and although expecting a surprise party from his wife and kid, he was not expecting the following incident. What was caught during this moment has left the family immensely terrified. This is Danny's video.
My birthday was the other day, and my wife surprised me with some sorbet, and my son blows out my candles. After relighting the candles, I looked at the footage and saw something.
Now it happens real fast, but in case you missed it, here it is again.
Bruh, it's a goddamn shadow, bro. It's a goddamn shadow, man. Let's just, alright. We'll finish it because it seems
it's hard to see at first, but if you slow the footage and watch closely, you'll notice what looks to be a figure standing behind the family. Only there for just a split second does it appear on camera, leaving Danny unsure as to what was captured. Thinking that his eyes were deceiving him or that it was just his own shadow, he takes a second look. But after seeing this multiple times and sharing this clip with others, he's come to realize that something was in fact behind him. So then, just who or what was—
Alright, we're moving on. Fuck that. Let's skip it. We got ghosts, scaryvideos444@gmail.com. Go ahead and send them if any scary clips if you want. Do not send them to me. Alright, bye. Okay, let's continue. My bad.
In this next video, a child is getting ready to go to school when something very strange happens. It was on a Monday at around 7 a.m. that this happened. He was packing his lunch for school at a time when no one else was awake. It was just him, alone downstairs in the kitchen. This is where the mother claims to have heard her son screaming out of his lungs in the most gut-wrenching manner.
Yo, how does it go from such a beautiful sight of PB&J, beautifully cut sandwiches? Now, when I say beautifully cut, it would even be more beautiful and prettier if it did have the crust around it. But I know some of y'all out there are trifling. Y'all need to get that stuff cut off. I don't understand that, but the next clip, the fuck is this? Why does it go from PB&J to this? This, man, the editing in this video is something else.
The video captures this, but there's also something else that's caught that no one in the family could explain. This is their footage. A voice.
Yo, that, wow. Let's go back and
with perfect clarity is heard on camera. The mother's son claims that it came from the kitchen, yet no one had been downstairs during this time. The whole space was empty apart from her son being there, but as it seems, he wasn't alone. Now this whole incident gets even—
Yo, that is next grade funny ass shit, yo. Man dropped the goddamn PBJ on the floor, you know, for whatever the fuck he heard. Now, I'll get to why that definitely might be scary, especially for somebody like me, but I'm not dropping no goddamn peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I just fucking made. That bitch is coming with me, you know what I'm saying? Now, of course, there's more to this video, but when it comes to a voice, you know, that video I have on my channel about my paranormal story, just so y'all know, y'all might have to look a little bit because I've been cranking out a lot of videos. I do have that story on the channel called My Personal Paranormal Story, but there's supposed to be a second part to it because after I tell y'all that I was able to stop the sleep paralysis from happening, there's a lot more shit to tell y'all about. And one of the things I was going to tell y'all about is like one of my last moments in Georgia, right before we was about to move down into Florida. And I'll never forget it. Even my friends kind of remember it till this day. There was a lot of things going on in my house. For the most part, I was okay. Mostly, I still had a good head on my shoulder. I still was of sound mind. Was definitely smoking a lot, I'll tell y'all that. And inside the house too. You know, my parents got to a point where they was cool with it, and my mom was doing things that she did not want to do, which is just cigarettes, okay? My mom kind of felt bad in her heart for getting back on cigarettes, and that's something she was starting to do in the house. You know, it's not like she was a chain smoker or something. And I'm not trying to make things seem better about my mom, you know, I'm trying to tell you the truth, but I'm trying to be very specific here. My mom had a habit that she know was bad for her and that she did not want to do, but she was, you know, the addiction kind of had her. And it was some other things. My sister was definitely going through a lot as well. I don't want to say too much about that, but there was a lot of energy going on in that house. And one day, while me and my friends are just chilling, I think we was about to go out, chill, and do something, but we was in the house, and my mom was downstairs for a moment, and I think she came upstairs. So we knew that she was upstairs for a little bit, but as soon as we was about to leave the house, we heard my mom scream at the top of her lungs. And I like, at first, it didn't freak me out too bad because I was like, oh shit, she saw a water bug. You know, that's, you know, water bugs were kind of a thing that was starting like pop up pretty often in that house. And that was never a thing. That house was clean for the most part. And then when all this energy started building up in the house, bugs kind of like would pop up, and in very weird situations. Listen, when y'all see water bugs in your house, I don't know how to put it. that could be some kind of entity too. Okay, I am sold on that thought because, like, man, again, how these things just popped out of nowhere sometimes. Just think of how I'm even trying to tell y'all this story. You know, like, I didn't freak out when I heard my mom scream at the top of her lungs because I thought she saw a water bug. You know, so when we all called out, when I called out, I was like, "Yo, mom, you alright?" And she's actually, you know what? She was downstairs. Okay, so when she called out and she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "So what was that? You know, we heard you screaming," and she was like, "Yeah, I did too." You know what I'm saying? And oh man, I'm getting the chills, y'all. Like, we heard my mom scream. My mom was in the same spot where that scream came from, but it wasn't her screaming. And my friends and I was just freaked the fuck out, y'all. And a little shortly after, we left that house, but that was like the peak of things going on. There's a lot more things that happened in that house, and I'll probably talk about it a little bit later. But yeah, so voices, they're definitely a thing, and I don't want to make light of this whole situation right there, but again, I'm not dropping no goddamn PB&J sandwiches, especially that I just made. I don't give a fuck what it is. If I just made the shit, it's coming with me, no matter how fast we're running. Might drop a little bit, you know, something here and there, but a majority of that shit is coming with me, okay? All right, because I love food. You know what I'm saying? Really though, y'all. Yeah, man. Again, I cannot say enough, emphasize enough how like special this world is. And again, I don't think it's for us to be freaked out about these things. If we can really all get to a point and try to not really, I don't want to say understand all this paranormal stuff, but try to look at it from a different lens and be like, there's something living amongst us too. You know what I'm saying? I think you can diminish that fear factor because that's an important thing. Okay? So I don't want to say too much. Let's go ahead and finish wrapping up this shit and see what mom got to say.
Even creepier when listening to the story provided by the mother. According to her, this is what happened after her son came bolting into the bedroom upstairs.
He said that he heard a voice coming from the cabinets that said to him, "How did you find me?" When he dropped his noodles, he ran upstairs, came busting in my room, jumping all over my bed, hiding in the corner, screaming and hollering, saying he didn't want to die. Somebody was in the house, telling me to get mine because somebody was in the house. And I'm like, and he finally did get a little bit quiet. We started hearing footsteps. I mean, big, heavy feet coming up the steps.
Oh,
so like
shit.
now at this point, I'm terrified. I throw my robe on. I push him into the room with his brothers.
As she states, the sound of footsteps going up the staircase was heard just moments after her son came running into the room. Everyone else had been inside the room, so she had no clue as to who was on the staircase. But after watching this video, she now knows. Either someone was actually there, or, as many believe, something beyond comprehension had paid them a visit. Whatever the case might be, her son's guttural scream will stand out as the most horrifying part about this incident, according to the mother.
All right. With that, god damn, bro. Yeah, man. You know, one thing I've been noticing a lot lately, y'all, that videos sometimes, you know, that have a specific type of genre, let's say horror, crime, just some kind of negativity. You continuously watch it, it kind of like will put you into a certain kind of vibe. So of course, I don't want to continue doing stuff like this consistently, but I think, you know, changing the things up a little bit every once in a while might be necessary. But if y'all are at this point in the video, y'all made it this far, and y'all listened to everything, y'all probably might be feeling along the side, or kind of alongside of how I'm feeling. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that I learned today. It takes 15 minutes, I believe, to get rid of. Wait, damn, I kind of forgot how it goes. But basically, it takes like 15 minutes to get rid of one. It takes 15 minutes of positivity to get rid of 1 minute of negativity. Okay? That's how it was. Something along the lines of that. This was by somebody named King Simon. He's a numerologist. He had this saying that, yeah, because, you know, every once in a while, everybody has their things that they like to look into. Playing a scary game, watching a scary movie, those crime scenes, those, you know, like, who done it, who killed who, or, you know, that the shit that shows up on that A&E channel and all that extra shit. I'm not too familiar with that shit nowadays. Watching that type of stuff, make sure you watch something cool afterwards to get you out that vibe, because you do not want to go to sleep with this bad stuff in your mind, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, these were definitely scary stories right here. Scary situations. They're not stories, they're actually reality things that happen. And, yeah, it's kind of got me in this vibe right now. So, we're going to put on some cool ass, chill ass music. I guess I got to do it after I'm done editing this video. Fuck, dude. Listen, I don't know how much y'all know how much effort and work goes into editing some of these videos. I've been trying to do it in a way where I can breeze past it while trying to do certain things. It's still at least an hour of time, at least, you know, and it really depends on how long the video is. That's why I've been trying to shorten them up. But no, lately I've been noticing my ass has been talking a lot lately. So, god damn it. But yeah, guys, I kind of want to wrap it up on a good note. But first, I want to tell y'all something. I don't know if any of y'all heard. There's some crazy shit going on in this world right now. Really crazy stuff. I'm going to start y'all with this. Last year, at the beginning of last year, we just had a new telescope launch called the James Webb Space Telescope. JWST for short. And not too long ago, that telescope observed a fleet of something heading towards our direction. This was some time ago that they noticed this. Now, back in towards the end of November, we had these sightings of drones popping up in many different areas, but they seem to be a majority of the sightings triangulate in America, North America. You put those two things, what I just said right there, together. Are these things here that the JWST has seen? You know what I'm saying? And I say that because these things have been seen by lots and lots of people. My grandmother texted me this morning about this shit. I've heard about this quite some time ago. You know, probably like last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. But even before that, I heard another person on it with the YouTube channel who's basically called a contactee. If you're not too familiar with the term, it's a UFO term, or a term from the UFO community. And a contactee is like somebody who gets contacted by otherworldly beings, interdimensional beings. That particular person had an encounter or a contact where a specific being told them, be prepared for an invasion. And then the purpose of this invasion was to help basically drain the swamp. Drain the swamp directly, mostly dealing with men. Men who have a certain kind of mentality towards women. Now, you know, like, it kind of hits hard hearing that, because like, that I think is a lot of men. It's a lot of men out there. And at the point in life that I'm at now, I take everything I hear with a grain of salt, but I always take it in, and I've always considered it a possibility. You know, even as outrageous as it might sound. But this person who I heard this from, forgive me for not wanting to say that person's name right now, but I kind of feel a certain type of way about them right now. So, but I find them somewhat credible. I find them credible in their word. And this person gave a particular story of how certain events led up to this contact situation, which gives a little more evidence on what she's talking about. So before these drones started popping up, this woman had this being come to her and tell her that be prepared for invasion. You do not have anything to worry about. And these beings are coming here to clean this world up. And it's been happening. It's not cleaning it up in a way where they're directly killing people with energy beam weapons and shooting lasers down from motherships and shit. These things, these beings are ancient. And they know how this world operates and how the people in it operate. So they're going to be very tactical in a way where we probably would not understand. But it seems like people have already been starting to be taken out. Certain names, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all really pay attention, like, the pieces of the puzzle are all coming together. So my final words to everybody, as it normally should be, make sure your heart is as light as a feather before you pass. And I say, I'm not trying to make y'all think about that point when y'all pass. Make sure you get to that point before you pass, of course. You know, make sure you love others. Treat others how you want to be treated. And men, when it comes to our female counterparts, I've been saying this on my TikTok channel for some time now, that yeah, we need to change. And like, I haven't said too much about it, I guess, when it comes to in regards of women. But men, we need to be different, man. We need to be different. Yeah, this abuse of power type shit has been a big thing with certain kind of men. And it's just something that I never rocked with. I'm gonna have to talk about what I'm trying to say here a little bit more later. But there's a certain kind of men out here that seem to get thrown to the side as compared to other men that are really not no good for women. You know, these women will totally put these other men to the side who is actually would be a real good man for you, but they seem to want something that they know is probably not going to turn out well. You gotta ask yourself why. Don't know, man, but this is a very long and deep video, y'all. Yeah, when I do these videos, even if it's gaming, I want y'all to know something too. That when I do gaming videos, of course, it's trying to, you know, experience the game, be cool, show y'all some entertainment, and be myself at the same time. But I want y'all to learn to be authentic, be who you are, you know, and just live your truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Live your truth. Be happy with who you are and find that inner child. The inner child before we was programmed. Everybody had things that they like to do before we had to start going to school and get programmed. Before some of us had to start working and get programmed. And even in between all of that, our social peers and what they like and that type of that social engineering type shit. That kind of programmed you too. Who was the person you was before all this shit started to inflict you? If y'all have not thought about it, try to get back to that. And if y'all have got back to it and shit changed and you like to do other things, focus on the things you like, okay? They'll bring out aspects of yourself that will help you become a better person. With that, I am done here, y'all. Y'all stay peaceful, stay positive. Of course, I'll say it again. Spread love because there's too much hate out here. Peace, y'all.